Fanboys everywhere. And this is getting out of hand. I mean, honestly, the kind of fanboy crap I've been seeing from all four sides really is astronomical. It's baffling at how these people actually believe these things. I mean, you have the Xbox Mafia out here talking about the about the cloud and how it's going to make the Xbox as powerful as 4 Titans. You have the various lies that the Sony crowd are spreading as well. You have the absolute elitism of the PC crowd, which is deserved, mind you, but is still ridiculous. And you have the outlandish denial of the Nintendo crowd. Now, I do realize that 2 of those accusations stand out among the rest, and that is the Xbox Mafia and the Sony guys, because those are the 2, I would say, the 2 loudest groups right now. You have the people like Crap Gamer and his mafia of people spreading various lies and hate across the internet, and then as Sony is the majority console right now, you have all of their diehards that are enjoying the limelight for the first time in 10 years, and they also are spreading some lies and hate. It's bad these days. It's actually pretty close to how Nintendo and Sega were in the 90s. And it's I mean, as far as the fans go, you don't see these companies hating on each other. As a matter of fact, that's kind of the point that I'm drawing into, is these fanboys need to shut up. Because see, I'm a big boy, okay? I can take criticism. I can take the punishment, or as you say, of people who are gonna call me out for my platforms of choice or whatever. And you know what? They can say whatever they want to say. I own every platform, and so their argument is completely moot. But you have these people acting like Xbox is their life, or PlayStation is their life, and if they don't defend them every second they get, and if they don't say that the other console's trash, or if they don't say that the only good games are on PlayStation, or the only good games are on Xbox, and the other people's library sucks, those are the kinds of people who are limiting their gaming experience for absolutely no reason. Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox right now, he has a PlayStation 4. Do you people not realize this? Like, he said, and this is my favorite quote from him ever, he actually said this. He said that my job is not to make you not buy another console. He said that my job is to make the Xbox the best place I can make it. And that is a highly respectable way to go about things in the industry. Not a lot of people actually realize that he doesn't care if you own a PlayStation or a Wii U or a PC. He just wants to sell as many Xboxes as he can, and he wants to make it as best of a place as he can. That's kind of his whole job. He's not gonna hate you for owning a PlayStation, or he's not gonna say that Horizon Zero Dawn looks like a crap game, because that game looks freaking amazing. But on the other end of the spectrum, Sony people, Nintendo people, PC people, whatever it may be, can also take this into account. Just because Horizon Zero Dawn looks awesome doesn't mean that Quantum Break doesn't look awesome. And of course, some people are going to have differing opinions. I personally am an Xbox guy who doesn't think that Fable is that great. And a lot of people will say, oh, if you're an Xbox fan, you gotta love Fable. And I know people who don't love Halo, but they love Xbox. And it's kind of a round circle. You just gotta take the good and the bad. And people have different opinions, and you have to understand that people have different opinions. But it's the lies, the slander, and the complete, fanboyism that's rampant in this industry right now that is kind of what's killing the whole thing. Honestly, fanboys take the enjoyment out of everything. And you have people, even in the Call of Duty community, since the PlayStation gets the map packs 30 days early, you have these people saying that the updates are coming out 30 days early on the PlayStation. Like, when there was the new market update for being able to inspect your weapon and buying the COD points, even though the leaks were found on Xbox, people were saying that update doesn't come out for Xbox for another month, and people actually believed those guys until, of course, they logged on and saw that they had the update. But I still meet people on Twitter who think that PlayStation has that update and Xbox doesn't. And it's just, I mean, they could be uninformed, misenlightened, or whatever the case may be, but the fact that even exists shows that there's a problem. There is a problem in the industry, and opinions are turning into just some kind of cancerous mechanism, you know, that people are using to try and push their agenda. I understand if people like a console over another, people like games over another, if people like whatever. But you guys have to take into account that your opinion isn't the only opinion. And bandwagoning onto somebody else's opinion isn't, you know, that's never how you solve a problem. If you don't like something, no one's forcing you to enjoy it. And if you go and try to pretend that gaming is just what you game on, so like saying that all gaming only revolves through Xbox and that all other platforms are completely, irrelevant because that's not what you enjoy. That's a very narrow-minded and fanboyish way of thinking, and that's how the Sony ponies think. That's how the PC elitists think. That's how the Nintendo guys who pretend that they have games think. And you know, I give Nintendo a hard time, but honestly, I still have my Wii U and I still have my 3DS, and I still play the crap out of them. My personal opinion doesn't get away with my gaming experiences. That's the point I'm trying to get across here. One of my favorite games of all time, actually my favorite game of all time, is Final Fantasy X. And I understand that that game is owned by Sony, and that the only way I can play it, as of right now, is either on a PlayStation 2 emulator, or PlayStation 2, 3, 4, or Vita. And I don't say, oh, because Sony isn't Bay, I'm not gonna go play that game. I love games, and I play whatever game, whatever system, and I don't, you know, fanboy out over some company who doesn't even know my name or care about me. I just want to play games, and if every gamer in the world just wanted to play games, this world would be so much better. Well, this world that we live in, I don't know if it would have any adverse effects on the actual economy or anything like that, but, you know, the world that we live in, the gaming world, Twitter and YouTube and this community we inhabit, would be a much better place if gamers could just get their head out of their ass and actually play games. And that's all I have to say on the matter. Fanboys, shut up and play games.